Hey guys, it's Foon. So this is the apple butter, or it's going to be apple butter. This is nearly 8 pounds of the green apple, and it is in 4 cups of water, and we're going to boil this down into a pulp, and then we'll just add some brown sugar, regular sugar, and some cloves to it until it's nice and thick. Alright, we've got our apple pulp simmering. We're going to add the brown sugar and white sugar and cinnamon and cloves soon. I've got my lid sterilizing and the canning jars are sterilizing. This will be brought up to a full rolling boil. Rolling boil, I guess that's what they call it. Alright, so I'm making a double batch of the apple butter, and this is the pulp. It's pretty close to being done. I have used an immersion blender on it to break it up a little bit. So I've got almost 8 pounds of the apples. So we got 4 teaspoons of cinnamon going in there. And I have some cloves that I had to, I guess, use the, break it down. I only had whole cloves. I didn't have actually powdered. So we also need, we're going to start with 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of white sugar. And this is the part where you, as you're making it, are going to make it as sweet as you want. If you like it on the tart side, you want to use less sugar. So right now we're going to just start with 1 of each. And we'll let it simmer for a while, and then we'll go from there. And you're just going to mix it up, like so. And it is on a simmer, not on a boil, just on a simmer. And so we'll let that simmer for a little while, and then we'll taste the sweetness, and we'll add if we want any more sugar. Alright, so I have added more sugar. You've got to remember that these are absolutely fresh, organic green apples from Jules and Chef Beth. And this recipe is pretty much hers. It's the only thing different is just the amounts used in it. This is a bigger batch, so it has a little bit more sugar and cloves. You can add ginger if you want. I am not adding ginger. I'm just going to keep it simple. But basically this is it. Just going to let it cook down some more and then try it in a while. Like this is almost 8 pounds of apples. And in total, 2 cups of brown sugar and 2 cups of white sugar. And a half a teaspoon of ground cloves. So this is what nearly 8 pounds of the green apples look like. I ended up with 12, 13, 14 pints, and this right here. These off to the side here, those are not processed. Those will be eaten right away. Those will go in the fridge, and these will have a good shelf life because they have been processed. So I want to say thanks again to Jules and Chef Beth, because I couldn't make this apple butter without their generosity of giving me these fresh organic apples. So thanks, guys. Garden Gurus!